just went live. You made it in time. Grab a seat, grab a vibe. Welcome to the tribe. New name in the chat, drop a high, let me see you. Day one's in the back, still riding like a sequel. Got snacks on the desk, got memes on deck. If you're part of the fan, put a heart in the text. Let's go! Welcome to the stream, do it on the screen. You can laugh, you can lurk, you can join the team. Hit that follow up if you feel this scene. We just chill, just play, just live this dream. Welcome to the stream, best crew I've seen. From the first what's up to the late night beams. Every click, every chat, you're a part of the theme. You're the star of the show in the D-Wiz stream. Got the hype, got the fails, yeah we love both sides. When the clutch goes wild, chat's going crazy with the lines. From the bots, from the raids to the brie, I'll be late. Every time you roll through makes it worth the wait. For real. Welcome to the stream, do it on the screen. You can laugh, you can lurk, you can join the team. Hit that follow up if you feel this scene. We just chill, just play, just live this dream. Welcome to the stream, best crew I've seen. From the first what's up to the late night beams. Every click, every chat, you're a part of the theme. You're the star of the show in the D-Wiz stream. D to the W, W to the I to the W, W to the I to the W, W to the I to the T. You know why? Cause we do what it takes every night. Wide awake, this is us, this is we. Welcome to the D-Wiz family. Hey, welcome to the stream. You can tell on the screen. You can laugh, you can learn, you can join the team. Follow up if you feel this scene. We just chill, just play, just live this dream. Welcome to the stream, best crew I've seen. From the first what's up to the late night beams. Every click, every chat, you're a part of the theme. You're the heart, you're the heat of the D-Wiz stream.
And here we are live. I just have to clip my mic on here, guys. Hey, hello, hang on a sec. Here we go. And there it is. There's the mic. Let's see if it's working. See if it's working. It's working. Yay. Okay. Welcome. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this Sunday Live. We made it today. Today is going to be a good, normal stream. Welcome, everybody. Awesome. Sorry about last week, but emergencies happen, and that's what happened. And I'm not going to get into it, but everybody's fine. Everybody's recovering, and yeah, we're gonna have a good stream tonight. We're gonna do a Polymaker draw. I haven't got my code yet, which is really strange. I did put in for 2 codes, so we're going to get not yet. Let's just see if it came in yet. And I don't see it, although I see 6 emails in my inbox, but I can't find them. Anyways, we'll worry about that after. We're gonna draw for 2 spools tonight to make up for last week. If I get the codes, I do. If I don't, we'll get the codes out to you as soon as I get them. But yeah, we'll do 2 draws for Polymaker. So we've got the link pinned in the chat. So be sure to go and enter for your 1 and 2 chances to win tonight. So. Yes, check spam folder. Good idea. Let's just see. No, nothing in the junk folder. No. Usually comes in my regular folder, no problem. But for some reason, let's see if it's in my other emails folder. Google. Oh, it's all. I don't know why I'm getting an email every time everybody fills out the Google form. I get an email now. I got to turn something. I don't want email notifications that you filled the form out. So obviously I got something turned on that is letting that happen, but no codes yet. But don't worry, we will do the draw. We will get you your prizes once we get the codes in, and I have put in for the codes, and I did get permission to get in for 2 codes tonight. So we are laughing. Ha ha ha. We are doing good. So hello, everybody. We got 20 of you watching. We did do a little bit of building during the week to make up for the time lost last week. So we are a little bit ahead on the model. We are we got some good progress on the frame going. We got the 2 sets of axles on, and I guess we're going to be putting the 3rd set of axles on here today. We are on page 365 of the manual. I need to get my screws out here because I was just doing a little bit of tidying up around here to try and make myself a little bit more room to work. Because now that we're starting to assemble things onto the frame, it's taking up a little bit more space. So there we go. Okay, you might have seen earlier, Polymaker is having a back to school special. Let me just read this to you, what you can get. 40% off, 40% off of Panchroma Starlight PLA and 40% off of Panchroma COPE. Okay, go to my affiliate link. I'm going to show you the information right now. Okay, right here. It's on until the 21st of August, which is less than a week from now. Okay, go to my affiliate link, which is shop.polymaker.com/Tim O'Coin. That's my name. Okay, and at checkout, use the code Tim O'Coin. You'll get 40% off the Panchroma Starlight and the Panchroma COPE. Just until the 21st. Great time to stock up. 40% off, that's almost half off. So if you need filament, if you haven't tried the COPE, if you haven't tried the Starlight, get it and try it. This is a great offer. So I'll repeat this through the stream, just so that anybody that joins later doesn't miss that. But yeah, go and get that if you need some filament. That's a really heck of a good deal. I might even get some Starlight to try it because I don't think I've tried their Starlight PLA yet. So hey, always time to try. There we go. Again, thank you to LDO Motors. Well, first of all, thank you to Polymaker for partnering with the channel and for making these giveaways possible. And thank you to LDO Motors for providing this kit for this exciting build. It's been a great, albeit challenging build so far, but it's been a fun build. So what we've got done so far, if I lift the frame and show you, we've got some of the we've got the front, two sets of the axles with the wheels on. We've got some of the differential connectors, those silver bars in there. We've got those all connected up to the differentials in here, and we got one more on the front here to do. So that's what we're going to be working on right now. I did cheat and I did do some stuff off camera because we did fall apart. We had a short stream last week, and I just want to get this thing going. I don't want to wait till Christmas. I don't want this to be a Christmas present to get it running. I want to get it running sooner than later. So there we go. Hey, evening, Brent Ferguson from Texas. Hello, hello. Silver are the drive lines. Okay, those are called drive lines. I don't know anything about a car. I don't know anything about vehicles. I just love building this. I know that we have differentials, we have transmissions, we have wheel hubs and turny things that turn the wheels, and then these drive lines, as Jerry said, are what are going to be turning the axles, which go to the differentials, which turn the wheels. So really cool stuff. So anyways, we're going to work on, we're getting this third one now. We're starting on page 365 of the manual. You can get the manual and look at it and follow along if you like. That better not have just, oh, that just did the face follow thing again. I know I shut that off. Let's just move that slightly over that way and we'll lock it. There we go. Keep that locked. Nitwits assemble. Yes, let's assemble. Let's get some assembly going. Okay, so let's get this camera in place. I've made myself a bit of room. I've cleaned up a few things here because we are going to need room. I was going to bring my Lazy Susan thing at home and I totally forgot to get it, but not a big deal. Okay, we are on, let's get the camera over to this one. There we are. We are on page 365. So we are at this point where we are doing the axle installs. So we have got all this built up to this point. We have the third set of wheels here, and we have this little thingamadoober piece right here that we're going to attach to these doomer-hickey rods here that are, that are on these little swivel wheel things here, right? So we got all those swivel wheel things done and blah, blah. You didn't miss much, really. Plus you can always, you didn't miss much, trust me. Okay, oh, here we go. So this is going in here somehow like this, and then we need to attach using M2x12s. we're putting this one thing underneath, and it's going to go on here. So I need some M2 by 12s. Oh, I need to get some M2 by 12s out. We're almost out of them here. Let me just put some in my tray here. These are 16s. Where's my 12s? 25s, 10s. Sure, it's going to be the second last bag I pick up. You watch. Yeah, of course, second last bag. M2 by 12s. Let's put some more screws in our tray here. Is the overhead camera going to be better for this one? Let's just check. Yeah, maybe the overhead camera's a good look now, for now. So we'll dump some screws in here. There we go. Okay, I'll take an M2 by 12 and my drivers are here and here. There we go. I brought a little wax stick home from the office to see if it'll work. It's the same stick that's used to lubricate the drill when you're drilling paper, holes in paper. Okay, so this is going to go through here. Oh, I forgot to turn this on. I got something else for this, and let me know if it's too loud, but let's see if this is any... There we go. Let me know if that's too loud. I just figure it's better than silence. And I shouldn't get demonetized because it's AI. Ah. Okay, up through there. And we're going to come up through here on this one. Okay, right here. Oops, come on. Let's switch over to this camera, might be better. There we go. I should have multiple camera views on it, but that's okay. Okay, and then it looks like this one is going to go onto this side like this. That's an M2 by 16. Oh, I got to put some 16s in the bag here. Still got tons of these 16s left. Who is this guy? This is me. The new me. The new me. Okay. Okay, 16 millimeter in here. Make sure we hit the hole. There we go. Whoops. Doesn't appear to be going in. Let me just black this out. Make sure we're going in straight. There we go. That's better. Well, or is it? There it goes. There we go. That's all in there. We got movement. That's good. Okay, and I think we're going to repeat for the other side. Same thing. Okay. So 12 on the bottom. Okay. Okay, and 16 on the side. go. And you have, I guess that's the idea, is to have movement amongst this thing, probably for shock absorption. So there we go, there's that. So it's done down to this stage right here. Okay. Next, now we're gonna do, now we get the install the axle, install the drive shaft onto the frame here. So, and that is going to be a M2x20 to secure that drive shaft in here. Okay, so I need to make a bit of room here. Now that we got to move this thing around. Okay, let's get this out of the way for now. Let's just put that behind me. Okay, and we have the drive shaft right here. Okay, the drive shaft used a reinforcing screw there, which is also going to be used to actually turn it. Okay, so I'm going to get this guy. Let me zoom out if I can on this. Oh, there we go. Okay, see? So I got to be careful picking these up because these are only held on by a little bit of area. So we move this here. So we're going to be putting the drive shaft onto this portion here. So I got to turn that so I can see it, and then the drive shaft is going to go. Make sure I get this hole lined up. And I need to make sure that when I put this in, I am in line with the hole, and I am. Okay, so we need an M2x20 right here. It's got 3D printed jack stands. Yes, it does. Hey, Nick. Yeah, so basically what I'm doing is if I lift this up, we are attaching the drive shaft to this drive, this hub here. Okay, which is the same on the, it's basically, yeah, you get the idea. Okay, let's get this through here, started. Okay, we got that started in there. It's just a tight squeeze through here, and then we just got to make sure that we have a little rotating nubby piece here. Just got to make sure that that is in proper lined up position. Right about like that, and this should work. Come on. And I think it went nicely through the hole. Yep. Perfect. Now we'll just tighten that by hand. Perfect. So there we are. There's the drive shaft in place, just like that. Okay. Just move that off to the side a bit. And so we put the drive shaft in, we've screwed it in. Now we're going to insert the last set of wheels up, and it looks like we are going to join them with 2 M2x20 screws on each side. And that'll be through these points right here. But we're also going to have to make sure that we have the drive shaft in line. The drive shaft is going to go into this slot here, so we got to make sure that's lined up as we screw those in. So I'm just going to pre-drill, and I've learned this from past experience. We're going to pre-drill these holes. Finished your MOG build a couple days ago, you ended up breaking one. Oh no, breaking one 1.5 bit with your electric screwdriver and also stripped another. Oh wow. Yeah, there's a lot of screws. So these holes here, we're gonna just make sure these are nicely drilled out for the screws. Okay, and I'm gonna do the same on the other side. I'm gonna come through here. through this one. There we go. Okay. I wonder if the overhead's going to be better maybe for this. Yeah, maybe the overhead camera will be a little better on this. Whoops. As I say, I'm running out of desk space here, so I'm stealing some real estate from up here. So let's put these jack stands back on here and on here. There we go. You can just see this a little better this way. Okay. Should have pre-drilled. It helps to pre-drill because then the screws are going to fit through much easier, I find. So we're looking M2 by 20s, and I just like to make sure I get these ready and in place on this side. And I've learned this lesson from putting these other two on. Get these kind of pre-inserted into the holes. I do have another jack stand somewhere right here, and this may come in handy for back here, because now this has got to come under. I've got to make sure this lines up to go in properly with the drive shaft here. So let's turn this, and this is under the power of the motor now, so it's pretty tough to turn, but we'll turn that up and this up. And then when I lift this in, I got to make sure the drive shaft is in place, right there, like that. And actually, if I use this jack stand underneath here, there we go. That jack stand's going to help under there. This has got to shift forward enough to make sure that's engaged. And I just got to get one of these screws going. Oops. Screws they push themselves in. There we go. We'll pull these two out for now. Just work on these two. Okay. So I can get one started. Oops. See, it's tricky with one person, one hand. There we go. That there. And okay. I actually might just bear with me here. If I could find something else to prop this up. Let's see if I have a box or something. Let's see. Just give me a second here. Maybe this box. No, not quite. What else do I have? That with this. Let's see, this might work. There we go. Everything's just collapsing here. Okay. Okay. Hey, Tuxedo. Yeah, I need another jack stand. Okay, so this is a good height right here. Now, just gotta line this hole. Once I get one going, it's all gonna line up nicely. So that's gotta come, there we go. That just had to come back a little more. And get this hole lined up here. And that is lined up. Okay, get the other hole lined up, which I believe it is. Nope. Too high, too low. Maybe right there. No. Let's just loosen this one a bit. Should be it right there. No. Huh. Well, let's try getting the other side going. Takes patience, takes patience. Don't roll off. Do not roll off. Okay, I'm just going to swing this a little over towards me here. There we go. Okay. Okay. Huh. Where is that hole? We got 1 of 4 in. Let's just, I did get some work done off stream, yes. Yep, I did. Let's pull this one out. It might be easier to get those back ones in first. Let's just see. Because I can't seem to get these back ones lined up. I'm in far enough. That's as far in as I will just let the back side drop here. This is just awkward to work with. Just very awkward. I wonder if I could maybe, I'm just gonna try something here. This is tricky. This is tricky. I just need to take a breather here for a second. I don't want to break anything. Okay. If I just let it go like that, something doesn't seem to be working here. Bear with me. Why does that feel like it's... That is in there, right? Yes, okay. I got it, it's all put together right. This just takes patience. Extra bench space, yeah, I know. I could. If I come over here, actually, if I move this camera over a little bit that way. There we go. Here, let me just angle this better. Oh, wrong way. And if I twist it, wrong way. Let's just do that for now. Okay. I just got to get these back holes lined up. Where are the... Okay, I just got to see something here. Okay, you know, I was off too low. Okay, I was lined up, but I was just too high. Okay. Okay. Let's do this again. Patience is key here, trust me, because I'm like, this should be fitting better, but la la la. Patience is key. And you don't want to rush anything, you don't want to break anything. Okay. That in there, that's in there, that slides in. Okay, that is in correctly. There's the front hole in that one. Let's see if I can get this side in. Okay, that one started. Now the back, I was too high. So if I could just get that up, that just doesn't seem to be wanting to go up anymore though. Oh, did that just lock in? Did that just lock in? It did. No, it didn't. The back seems to be... doesn't seem to want to come up high enough. Something's... Okay, it's just me. Okay, I'm gonna get the front and the other side here first. Let's get the front, let's get the sides locked in anyways. We had this one in already at one point. Okay, there's the front screws in. Okay, now, let's just see if I can turn this on its side, and if I can get those holes to line up. But that's as high up as that's going to go. That hole should be in line. It's not hitting the hole for some reason, but I can't move it up. This will not move up anymore. Bugger. Okay, well, now the drive shaft is moved out, is pushed out. And I dropped a jack stand, and I don't know where it went. Okay. I don't know where the other piece went. Probably way under my bench. That's okay. I have to pull this apart again anyways. Good thing I have gentle music. Got to make sure the drive shaft doesn't pop out as you're putting it together, because then it's impossible to put back in. But for some reason, I'm getting the top of the hole on both sides. For some reason, this doesn't want to pop up far enough. Okay, well, let's just keep working at this. This might take the whole, this might be the whole stream. Okay, that drive shaft is in. Turn this on its side. Drive shaft is in place. give this a bit of torsion that way. What am I doing wrong? Is that in the hole? No. Okay, I'm just gotta think about this for a second. Something is off. Something is off here. Okay, I just have to do a little bit of looking. It's not coming up high enough in the frame for those holes to line up. And I have a feeling it could just be because this whole thing is sagging. I don't know. It's almost like this piece, it's almost like it's hitting plastic on plastic and it doesn't want to come up. Just, we're speaking half a screw width. Okay. I didn't think it was going to be this difficult. The other ones were much easier. And it's possible I've screwed something up, but I hope not. Okay. Small steel rod or wire. Yeah, I might. Yeah, I see where you're going with that. You know what? Maybe. I wonder if. No, that's too big. Right here. Will that fit through there? It will. I see where you're going with this. Will that fit in these holes? Let's pop this off of here. Let's pop this off of here. Yeah, okay. I see where you're going. So we're going to see if we can line them up using that. Get that drive shaft in there. Okay. There it is. Okay, that is in. Let's see. Let's see if I can get the screw to go in now. Okay, whose idea was that steel wire? Was that you, Tuxedo? It worked. Yeah, that worked. That worked. It lined up those holes. Okay, so that one's in. So that means this one should be in. Not yet. Okay, well, let's do the same thing here. Well, let's get this other back one on. Come on. There it is. And then we'll move that back. Let's get this one. See see if I can get this figured. There it is. That's in its hole right there. Okay, if I can get a screw in there while I hold this. Come on. A bolt. Nope, not quite. Okay, let's get this lined up again. Okay, that is lined up. That's in there. Let's move this up here. Hold you in place. Okay, don't move. Do not move. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Okay. Okay, we got the two back ones in. Two front ones should be just a matter of routine now. We use the same method. Oh boy, it's almost like it doesn't want to. There we go. If I lift that, there we go. That one, I believe, is in. There we go. Okay, this side is good. Okay, we got this side in, yay. Okay, either I made that look a lot harder than it should be, or it's just a little finicky little piece to do. Now, let's see if I can get the other side to line up. But this little wire thing is a brilliant idea. Come on. Where's the hole? Right there. No, shoot. There it is. Okay. I think we've got him in. Okay, that one's snug. And that one's snug. We're in. Oh, that was hard. Okay, guys. Whew. Okay. They're all in. They're all in. Now, I think I ruined one of my jack stands, but let's just put this one here. We'll just use the boxes on the one end. Put this one here. Oh, that deserves a drink of water. There we go. Oh man. Okay. That was harder than it should have been. Okay. We got those in. Okay, let's just get these pages. Okay. Repeat the same steps for the right side. We just did that. Oh, that hurts. Okay, now we need some new pieces. Whew. Hello, Richard McLean. Only 14,739 pieces to go, Deanna the Baker. Yeah, yeah, really, right? Okay, now we need, now what are we doing? We're doing some more fun stuff. So here's what we're doing next. We just finished this top part by putting that last portion in. Now we've got to do, I'm not even sure what this is, but looks like we're assembling, getting another part ready for assembly. So that is going to be in the next bag. Where is the next bag? Is that this one? The bags seem to be their numerical order, but the parts that I'm getting are not in the order that they're put in the bags. So what's my next bag in sequence is going to be 30. Yeah, the next bag is 30 and 31, 32. Okay. 30, 31, and 32. Did I leave a pinned post there from Jerry? How did I think my mouse just accidentally hit that. I don't even know where that is. I think all I gotta do is show another one to get rid of that. There we go. There we go. My arm injury. My arm it fatigues very fast still. Yeah, so my arm injury is still an issue, but hey, I got my MRI in February 2028, so go figure. Our medical system leaves a lot to be desired. Okay, we have this piece and this piece from bag 30. Bag 30 of about 100 bags. You gotta be kidding, right? Okay, so it looks like we're gonna work on this piece, and we're probably gonna do the same for both, but anyways. M2x8 reinforcing screws. M2x8. So we're going to do the same on both because I know it always says repeat for the other side. They do take a while. Yeah, I agree with you there. That's funny. 800 Northern bagels to make and deliver tonight, tomorrow morning. Shall we see who finishes first? Hey, I think your bagels are going to be done first, Deanna. I really think your bagels will be done first. Okay. Okay, we'll just do the same. I know it's going to say repeat for the other side. Let's see. Follow the same steps for the right side. Yeah, exactly. So we're just gonna skip ahead and do that. I love the fact that we put reinforcing screws in the areas that are going to be under stress. Let me see. Okay, and then we have another piece, axle install. Where is that, in bag 30 or was that in bag 23? That was in bag, no, it's not in bag 23. I don't know what bag 23 is for. It seems like we skipped right over bag 23 and on to bag 30. I hope I didn't miss a bag. Can you imagine? Okay, this is bag 31, 32. So the pieces we're looking for in here are this one and this one. We've got a little bit of, okay, so these are M2x10s. So we'll need 4 of those. These are going to go opposite side into which holes? Oh, I see those two holes. There's two specific holes they're going into. Okay, let me just make sure. Yeah, I don't need to pre-drill these. These are already easy to get through. So it looks like it's the middle hole and then the middle hole that's on its own. So right through here. And before I tighten that, that one goes right into here. Okay, and we'll mirror that on this side. So if that looks like that on that, that is going to go that way on this side. Like, no, that one's a little different. This one's got 4 holes. Oh, okay, so this is going to be mirrored. We're using 4 holes instead of 2. I mean, yeah. Oh no, this is going on the other. Oh, don't do it, Tim. That's going on there, and this is going on the other side like this. Like this. Okay. Okay. I thought that was going to be mirrored on the other side, but see? That's why I got to not assume things and just sometimes just stop and read the instructions. Although I think there's the same things for the other side. We'll see. Okay, and 2 more of those. Oops, where'd my chat go? There it is. So you really all should have this manual open on your screen next to your YouTube video display, and you should be following along and letting me know if I make any mistakes. Just kidding. Okay, so there's that one like that. Okay, so that takes us up to this step here. Now it says to, oh, so we're going to mirror the other side. Now, where are those other 2 pieces? Oh, right here. There they are, right here. See, I didn't see the other 2, so we have that one. We're going to mirror that, so we go like this. And so the outside one is the double one that goes here. Okay. And 2x10, 2 of them in here. Here. I'm going to jinx myself, but knock on wood, I have not come across a part that I missed printing yet. Why did I just say that? I don't know. Okay, and then this one is going to go back to back on that one with 4 of them. Slow, long stretches. Yeah. I've been doing some stretching, not as much as I should, but I use my arm a lot at my full-time job, and it gets so fatigued. Lifting rolls of material. cutting things on the table, installing stuff over my head. My arm gets a lot of workout, but not much chance to rest a lot. Even just these little things like I'm doing right now, the fatigue eventually sets in. And this left hand, oh my gosh, I got carpal tunnel in my left hand. And I refuse to get surgery. So I have a pain cream I use for it. And it gets fatigued a lot. It's not bad now just holding things like this, but sometimes I lose my grip strength, and it's my dominant hand on my phone too, which is I think why I got the carpal tunnel in the first place. Okay, so that's a mirror of that. I think that's exactly, we got the mirror of that, so that's actually the outside. Okay, I think we're good there. Now we have to take this bridgey looking piece, which is this piece here. Check the correct orientation of the frame. That's not the right piece. At least that doesn't look like the right piece. I wonder if there's a different one. If you look at the instructions, this piece has two bigger holes with a smaller hole in the middle. This doesn't have any holes like that at all. So I have a feeling there might be another piece. Oh, repetitive holding the phone, definitely. You have to go back and print quite a few parts. I was missing some parts, were hiding and turned up. Yeah, I'm hoping that, well, there's one piece here. This is in the same bag, but it does not look like the piece that was printed. But then again, there was a switch to some of the pieces, and this just might have been one of the pieces that was switched. Because why would this piece be in that same bag as those? So we're checking the orientation, because this is the exact piece, but it's just the holes on the top are different. No, this is different. Well, let's just look and see if I have another. Let's just look and see if I have another piece. So this piece is different than the piece that's showing in the instructions. And I have a feeling, I just want to check and see if those holes are key. That middle hole is definitely key. Oh, I see. I think they've changed it a little bit. That's what it looks, because this is basically the hole that these things are going to plug into, and I believe it's for the springs. That's going to plug into that. I just want to make sure if those outer two holes are being used for something. I'm just going to quickly check. Yeah, I'm going to just quickly check to see if there's another piece in the bag similar to this. Make sure you use your knees when lifting them up. Yeah, no kidding. Some pictures looked wrong, but later looked right. Yeah, let me show you what I'm looking at, just for the heck of it. And I'll show, if I have it open. Oh, it's not open. Why isn't it open? Restore pages. There we go, good. And I'll show you the part that I'm looking at. Let me just get down here a little bit. And I'll show you the difference. Okay, here's the part I'm looking at right here. Okay, so if I go onto this display here, so you see the part, there's the step I'm at right here. So you see this part they're showing here, it has those two larger holes with a hole in the middle. And then right here again, two larger with a hole in the middle. Let's get back to here. And I'm pretty sure, and this is definitely not the same as that part at all. So I'm just going to check the next bag and see if that part is in the next bag. No, I don't see another one like that. No. Let me just check the build plates. Yeah, let me check the build plates and see which bag it was in, the one I'm looking for. That's why I keep these open while I'm doing this. So we go back to this, go to the build plates. That's 31, which I'm on right now. At least I think that's 30, the one I'm on right now, 31. 30 and 31, yeah, that was in bag 31. Now prior to that, there was nothing that looked like that part. Now let's move ahead a little. And I don't see anything else that looks like that part. No. Now we're into the body of the truck. So that's got to be the different part. Nothing there, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. That's the one, bag 31 right there. And even that picture is showing the two larger holes. But again, they did make some modifications to the model afterwards. And I'm just going to check back on these other ones to make sure. No, so that's definitely got to be the replacement piece, because there was a change. If you downloaded the models before a certain date, you had to update them, and that's probably one of the changes. Okay, so I think that's going to be the right part. They just made a modification to it for some reason. At least that's what I have to assume. That's what I have to assume. Yeah, it looks different than the pic and you think it's the right one, yeah. Yeah, no, I think that's going to be the right one because there's no other frame pieces that are similar to this. So we're going to go with this. We just got to make sure the orientation, which is this way, okay. And we have which one going where? So this one's going on this side. And this one is going on this side. Okay, fair enough. Okay, we'll go with this and see what happens. We're going to screw that in with M2 by 20s, 4 of them. 4 M2 by 20. So this is going to go on which holes? This is going to go on the outside holes. See, there's 2 sets of holes here too on this one, whereas in the picture, oh yeah, it's the outside holes, so the inside. So we're going to put this on the outside holes right here. Okay, let's get the camera back over here. Here we go. Okay, that's got to be right. We're going to go with this. It has to be. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And I'll admit that I'm wrong. It's probably one of the modifications. Okay, and this next one. Just gonna go on here. Here. That part. We're with you, Tim. We'll all admit that you're wrong. Okay, for those of you that are just joining us, I just wanted to do a reminder. There is a link pinned in the chat to a Polymaker draw. We're going to be giving away 2 spools of Polymaker today. I haven't got the codes yet, and if I don't get the codes today, no big deal. We will get the codes. I'm just checking to see. No, they haven't come in yet. So worst case scenario is your codes will be delayed a day while I figure out why I haven't got my codes. So go ahead and enter the Polymaker draw. Also, if you need some Polymaker filament, Polymaker's having a back to school special. Right now until the 21st of August, you get 40% off Panchroma Starlight PLA and Panchroma COPE. Go through my affiliate link, which is in the description, and my affiliate link is simple. It's just shop.polymaker.com/TimO'Coin, my name, and use my name, Tim O'Coin, as your code at checkout, and you will get 40% off of Starlight PLA and Panchroma COPE. That's almost half price. Like 40% off is really good. It's their back to school special until the 21st of August. So if you need some filament, some Starlight or some COPE filament, now is the time to get it. So thank you, Polymaker, for running that, and thank you, Polymaker, for letting me give away some filament on my streams. I appreciate it. Okay, hey Skyrim. Okay, so that's these pieces done, and it says this picture shows a pre-release part. Don't worry if you're, you know what? Really helps to read instructions sometimes. This picture shows a pre-release part. Don't worry if your print looks a little different. I was worried that my print looked a little different, and it's telling me not to worry if my print looks a little different. Okay, well, that was kind of funny. Basically, it's a giveaway for you. Yes, there you go. Okay, check the correct orientation of the frame, which we just did. So there's what they're showing on the top, and there's my frame right there, and the orientation is correct. We have the little bump with the bump out circle thing and the Doomer thingy circle bump out thing. Okay, now we're going to put these little bubble things. Now these, I'm pretty sure, are the things that are holding the springs. Those are being attached with M2x20s. The long screw gives you the possibility to mount some risers to adjust the preload according to your needs. Okay, so M2x20s. That goes down through here, and that's going to go into here. Whoops. Into here. Come on. Oh, that's poking right through. There we go. Pretty sure I didn't. I'm still panicking. Well, not panicking, because I've got bag 23 here, and we're on to bag 34, and we haven't used bag 23 yet. I'm like, did I miss something? I'm gonna have to zip back through the instructions a little bit here. I'm nervous that I missed something, but I don't know. My gut tells me I didn't. There we go. Okay, so we got those in. Repeat the same step for the other mount. Okay, axle install. This is going on the back here. Okay, so let's see. Here we go. So we need to make a bit of room here. Okay. Let's just switch here. We got to make a little bit of room. We'll drag this up here, and we'll swing this over this way. Okay, so this is going on the back. Let's get these wires out of the way. Install the front frame. Okay, so this is going like, that's obviously going over those, although those 4 holes are going to line up right there. Oh, there's another wire here. What's that wire? Oh, that's my servo wire. Let me just cut that cable so that servo wire's not in the way. Not cut the cable, cut the, I need to cut the the twisty wire that's holding this wire in. Just want to get this out of the way. There we go. Get out of there. There we go. Okay. Just so I can get this servo wire down out of the way. Okay. Actually, that servo wire is probably, there we go. Let's get that right out of the way there. And underneath. There we go. Okay. So this looks like it's going right there. Something, oh, it's going to go down a bit. There. Those holes are snapping right over the screws that are there. Okay, let's just see what it says next. Okay, so this side's down right. Okay, there we go. And now we're going to screw them in with M2x12s. Okay, so I'll give you a view of this side. So these holes are going to line up here. Okay, the other side. Emergency tow vehicle. Okay, why? What are you doing up? So, okay, I got to run around the other side of the desk here for a second. I'm not quite down where it should be on this side. Huh, what is holding that? Something. Oh, there it is. My jack stand was impeding it. There we are. There it is. So we went to, I took Ethan yesterday, we went to the, what's it called? Anybody ever see these things? They call them, I'm sure they have them in the US at the maker fairs, they call them killbots. They're the little robots. It's like death racers, but these are small, they have different classes. Like this competition, this was a Canadian Championship competition. And they have 1 pound, they have called fairy weight, featherweight, 1 pound and 3 pound robots basically. And what these robots do is you put them in this enclosure, which is a bulletproof, well, whatever they call it, polycarbonate glass on them, because parts fly, metallic parts fly, and they basically battle till the death. It is so fun to watch these things, and I really, really want to build one. I really want to build one. Okay, it was super fun. Okay, now we're going to do the 12mm screws as well on this part over here. And those holes should be just about lined up already. There we are. Okay. Ant weight battle bots. Yeah, they are vicious. These things, I mean, they have, they don't really, there's no limits to the weapons you can put on these. These things have spinning metallic blades that spin super fast, and I mean parts fly. There was a couple of them that were just torn to bits, like no mercy. Mind you, they can, the operators have the option to tap out. Or if their bot dies, they're out. Or if their bot gets thrown out of the arena, they're out. But it was super fun to watch them. Except bullets. Well, yeah, except bullets. True. But yeah, it was fun. I'll pop a video. I have a video I took of one of the battles yesterday. They're really fun. So they all have their kits there, and you know, it's elimination rounds and so forth. And then if you get knocked out of the top bracket, you get to go to the lower brackets to finish in a lower bracket level. So you can repair your robot between, repair your bot between rounds and everything like that. There we go. There's that on there. Okay, got that part on there. Okay, so that's that. Now, repeat the same steps for the other side we just did. Okay, I'm getting used to the repeat the steps for the other side. Now we get to install some springs. Compress the springs and release when they are in place. Don't worry, the springs will stay in place once the shock absorbers are installed. Springs. They are big springs, heavy duty. Oh God, the Death Racer in with one of those, that would kill a Death Racer. Ha! Okay, springs. Let's pull the springs apart. Come on, separate. There we go. They're pretty decent springs here. Okay, so compress the spring. There we go. Let's do the other side. And there we go. Look at that. There's the shock absorption on that one. Cool. Very cool. Okay. Axle install. So we're going to do similar for the other side now. Okay, I can move this aside for a minute. Now that we got the springs in on the back, I assume that's the back of it. Or the front? I have no idea. Because we got a motor, I assume it's the back, but if it's rear wheel drive, then this would be the front. Okay. So now we need this part and this part. So we are now onto, so we put the springs in, right in here. And we're now onto this part down here, which is the axle and the long screw. Gives you the possibility to mount some razors to adjust the preload. Yeah, okay. So we're going to be putting same thing, 20mm screws into some more spring compressors. These are probably for either the middle or the back ones now. So we have this and this one, and 20mm screws again. You're going to have to put some more 20mm screws in there. And this is going through this part here and into here, like so. It's starting to come together a little bit now. I'm excited. Weaponize the MOG. Well, considering the highest class they had was 3 pounds, I think the MOG would be a little bit out of its I think the MOG would be a little bit out of its weight class. Although they did have, why does that look like it's crooked? Oh, because that is crooked. Okay. They did have, they had a 3 pound one, and it's basically maximum 3 pounds. So they had a 3 pound one, and then they went up against 3 1 pound class robots, and the 3 pound just killed the 3 1 pound ones, you can imagine, because it had some weapons, some pretty good weapons on it. If it rolls in, it's good to class. There we go. Yeah, these mounted purposely on purpose crooked. A little bit of a slant down. So yeah, okay. So we have those on. I know it's going to say repeat for the other side too, so that's why I did it. So now these are going towards the middle ones. Yep. Okay, and we're going to put in with 4 M12s on the middle ones right here. Where are the, let's just see where those 4 are going, just so I make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're going over those screw holes. Okay, so let's move this up again a bit so we can all see this. We're going to have to do both sides. Here we go. So this is going to be right in here. The 4 screw holes are right here. Now let's get a different angle on that. Here we go. There we go. So this is mounting. Let's just make sure I get the right one on the right side here. This is going to go on here just like that. So again, that's where the other springs are going to go, is right in between here. Okay, so that is with M2 by 12s, 4 of them. Come on. Let me lighten that up a little bit. Yeah, hang on. Hang on a minute. There we go. Right there. Come on. There you are. Okay, good. Just had to get it started in the hole there. Okay. The alien abduction lights. Are flamethrowers allowed? Well, I think they might have some minor rules against some of those things. But hey. You know, can't hurt to try, but I definitely want to get involved in it, but I need to. I have probably most of what I need here to build one, but I would not know where to begin to design one. Now you can get kits, but they're not cheap. So maybe one day I'll save up and get a kit and enter the competition. What the heck, it would be fun. Oh man, that's hard on the arm. Is it lining up straight? Yes. It may not look straight, but it is straight. Well, it's lining up to the holes. I mean, everything is lining up to the predetermined holes. Oh man, that's hard on this arm. Okay, let's snug these. I have to use my other hand because, oh well, no, I just have to suffer through this. This arm is getting very fatigued. Okay, now I'm gonna, so that one's going on there. Now we have these guard pieces here of some sort. So let's see what this is. I know we're just gonna have to repeat for the other side. And then this, install the plate. The plate goes, this one, oh, this plate goes just like this and over here like this. Okay, I see. So there's a plate that goes on the side here. That gets put in with M2 by 12s. Same things, 3 M2 by 12s. And then we're just going to obviously repeat the same on the other side. Okay, so let's get these in. Just think of the how long it took him to CAD all this stuff up. Holy crap. Okay, and this one. Okay, and let's just snug these. Okay, and now it's going to say repeat for the other side. No, it wants the spring in right now. Why don't I get the spring in on the other side first? Actually, I'm just going to hold off on the spring for now because the spring's not going to get in that gap because I got this thing raised. Now repeat the same steps for the other side exactly. So I'm going to run around the other side and do the same thing, and then we'll put the springs in. But I need some water. And I need a painkiller, man. Oh, man. Let me take a break just for a sec. Let me show you guys this real quick. For those that haven't seen these before, it's pretty cool. Let's just see real quick. Where did I put it? Right here. Hang on a second here. Come on. Okay, here, this is it here. I'll just play this for you. It's really cool. I don't know if you can see it well, but here. Whoa. Okay, it's a little enclosure like this, right? And so they're not big. But sparks fly. But yeah, they are. It's pretty something to watch those things. We watched. It took place at a place here called the Alberta Science Center, or the Calgary Science Center, and man, it was fun. Anyways, those things are cool. Yeah, they're like battle bots. They call them kill bots here, right? So, and sparks fly, and some of the bigger ones, the blades hit it, and just pieces just everywhere. It's crazy. Anyways, I'm gonna go around the other side. You're going to have I'll have my back to you for a minute, but we're going to repeat the same on the other side here. Get this stuff going. Don't forget to enter the Polymaker draw if you haven't already. It's pinned in the chat. Okay, M4x12s. We need 4. We're going to need 7 of these all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 1 is 7. So we're just going to repeat the same on this side. Where's my drivers and my screwdriver? Sorry, my bolt driver. I keep calling these screws because they call them screws in the instructions, but technically they are bolts. So, okay. There we go. There we go. Well, I haven't charged this thing all week. I've been using this thing all week, still haven't charged it. This is definitely a great little screwdriver. I think I'll write to them and say, listen, you need to sponsor me. And they'll just laugh at me. They'll say, yeah, we know it's a good driver. Okay, now we got the little bumper. It's going to go on right here. Bumper, guard, whatever they call it. Oh, wrong one. I can't see chat from here, but I'll check when I get back around. That part done. Now we can do the springies. So I can probably take this off of here. There we go. And now we can get the springs out. Let's go back to this one. And then we can basically, springs in there. Let's take this off these jack stands now that we got springs. There we go. And we're gonna put the other spring over here. There we go. Oh yeah, you can see how that's gonna be nice and whatchamacallit, you know what I'm trying to say. Okay. Okay, cool. Let's turn that off for now. Okay. Hey, Matthew Maury, hello. Just looking at the bamboo tool changer, patent filing. Very interesting stuff. Oh, I haven't seen that. Haven't heard about that. Do you have any plans for where you'll first drive this truck, Tim? Probably in the front sidewalk outside my house. Or maybe down the back alley of my house where there's dirt road and it can test the dirt road and bumps and everything. It's a non-paved alleyway at my house, so maybe back there. Something like that. Okay. Don't forget, guys, if you have not enter to win some Polymaker Filament. We're going to do the draw in about a half an hour. And we're going to do 2 draws. We're going to do 2 draws because we missed last week. We're just going to do back-to-back. We're not going to, once the forum is closed, the forum will be closed. So we'll close it just before draw time, which is about another half hour. There is a link pinned in the bottom of the chat. Just click that link. You need your YouTube name and your email. That's all you need to put in there. So that's it. That's all. Okay, so we got the springs compressed. We got that on because it's going to say repeat the steps for the other side, which we did. Now we have another one to do, but I need some more parts. Now that was pointing that way and that was pointing the other way. So this one's going to be pointing back towards the back. Let me make sure I did put that on right. Oh yeah, of course that has to have been on right. Otherwise it wouldn't have fit. So now I need the bag. Is this 23 finally that we're going to need? This is finally bag number 23. See, now we're coming back to bag 23 after working on bag 30 something. So, Makes no logical sense to me, but hey, who am I to question? So that's going to go towards the back. So we're going to do a similar thing now with the back. It looks like where that's going to go probably right about there, and in those holes. Yeah. So we're going to do a similar thing for the back. Okay. So now we're on to page number 394 right here. So we're going to be installing these with the arrow pointing backwards identifies a shock mount, which is the back. So we're going to be pointing these to the back, and we're going to be putting M2 by 20s in here, same thing as we did before. So we'll zoom this out and we'll do the same thing. M2 by 20s, gonna have to pull a couple more of those out. And this goes through this hole here and into these shock mounts. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel if you're here watching. It costs nothing to subscribe. And you get notified anytime I go live, and sometimes I do go live midweek. If I want to do a little bit of a catch up, if I have time during the week, I'll go live just to keep caught up on projects like this that long time to complete. So forewarned. So the only way you'll know is if you're subscribed. I don't like to ask for people to subscribe. It's not that I'm desperate, but if you want to be informed of when I do go live or when I do post something, it's always nice because you'll get the notification. You can always ignore notifications, and it costs nothing to subscribe. So there's always that. Okay, so that's that. And now we're going to mount that with 4 M2 by 12s on the back on those 4 plates right back here. So those are going in. Let me put my cheater light on again here so it's easier to see. Here we go. Come on, there we go. So those are going to go in these 4 holes right here. Okay, so we need 4 M2 by 12s. So let's get the first one in here. Come on. So this is going to go in that one. And that's not a 12. That's a 16. That's a 20. Whoops. And as always, hand tighten these so I don't strip any plastic. This entire thing is screwing into plastic. There are no heat insets at all. So you just can you imagine if you had to put heat insets in all these things? Oh my goodness. You'd be going nuts. Now we again have this little cover that's going to go on right here. And I believe that's 12 millimeters that are going to go on that one. Let's see. Yeah, M2 by 12s on that, 3 of them. Okay. What is this printed in? PLA. PLA, but all the parts, the parts that need to be reinforced strongly are reinforced strongly. If you don't put it in any battles, you don't leave it out in the sun, you don't leave it exposed to the sun in your car, PLA is just fine. A lot of people did different parts out of different things. I did the flatbed part that we're going to do out of ASA, just because I happen to have some ASA lying around. I think I even did some of the parts out of PETG, but for the most part, I just use PLA. There we go. And all the parts are quite strong. Hey Carbona, it is a very cool build, isn't it? And the cost would increase. Yeah, of course it would increase. Okay, now we're gonna go around the other side and do the same thing on the other side. Oh, let's go around and do the same thing. I'm just gonna, I'll just leave this camera on it as we go around, do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so we need 7 of these M3 by 12s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 is 7. I is good at math. Okay, my English on the other hand, I don't know. Leave some to be desired. Okay, so we'll start with this one. And that's in the front hole here. So don't forget, guys, if you're just joining us, in the chat there is a link to a draw form where you can win some Polymaker filament. We're giving away 2 spools of Polymaker tonight to make up for missing last week's giveaway. So enter if you haven't. We're going to be doing the draw in about another 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. You must be present to win. We give you about 60 seconds, 90 seconds to respond. Okay, and we're just going to put the little, I don't know if this is a guard or what this is, but almost looks like a little bumper guard. I have a feeling the electronics for this thing are going to be pretty simple. At least I hope so. I'll probably have more difficulty programming the radio controller than anything. But hey, if I could do that drink bot, the brew to you, then I think I'll be okay with this. Okay, so let's get these screws hand snugged, and then I believe, I'm just going to assume, we're going to put the springs on. Because that's kind of the order we did it on the other side. So let's get these last 2 springs out while we're on this side. Okay, and we'll separate these. This one's going to go over there, so those springs in there. And there we are. There's the whole. There's the frame as a whole. Springs and all. Here, let's get back over here. Okay, let's get the big camera. Look at that. So there's the the whole thing on the springs. Now you can lift it all up, and it's all just resting on the springs. So yeah, that is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Install the spring. Of course, it said that. Then it said repeat the same for the other side. The springs will not fall out from their seats once the shock absorbers are installed in the next stage of the build. Once the shock absorbers are installed in the next stage of the build. Okay, so in other words, if I lift this all up right now, the springs will fall out, but in the next stage, apparently they're not gonna fall out. So we'll see. Let's see, that was on $398, $399. Okay, what are we doing here? Now repeat the same steps for the other side. Okay, we did. Fair enough. Now we're on to page 400. Page 401 of the 1,000-page install guide. Hey, we're creeping up to halfway. We're creeping up to halfway. Did I just lose? Oh, where's my stream? My windows just all went wonky. There we are. There's my... Getting somewhere now. You've been procrastinating doing electronics on your 3D sketch buggy. You need to get it finished before summer's gone. I really want to drive it on the beach. There you go. There you go. Iron surface finish? No, not at all. They're just printed by a professional. No, I'm just kidding. It's all in the printers. It's all in the printer settings. Okay, I'm gonna do this again a few times through the stream, guys. If you need some filament, here we go. Polymaker is having a back-to-school filament sale, okay? Go through my affiliate link, which is in the description, or it's basically just shop.polymaker.com/Tim O'Coin, which is my name, Tim O'Coin, TIMAUCOIN, okay? And at checkout, use the code Tim O'Coin. You get 40% off of Panchroma Starlight PLA and Panchroma COPE filament. That's almost half price. If you need some filament, it's a perfect time to do that. So thank you, Polymaker, for running this, and thank you, Polymaker, for being a partner of the channel and letting me give some filament away. Let's pop that light off, that's kind of bright. Okay, let's go on to the next step. So this stage is complete. So we have finished the stage. It says axle install stage complete. Now the next part 4, shocks and bumpers. Okay, so here we are on to part 4, shocks and bumpers. Okay, now we're going over to page 403. Oh, we actually have some actual, before filling with oil, use the red ring and remove the internal spring. This project does not require it. So we actually have some shock absorbers in here somewhere in this kit, I guess. Let me find them. That must be the oil they're talking about. Where are the shock absorbers? Let's see. Battery charger. Right here. Okay. Shocks. We have actual shock absorbers. Cool. This just keeps getting better and better. Oh. Okay. After the first 20 pages, you were done with getting started. Yeah, no kidding, right? So I'm going to assume that's the oil they're talking about to fill the shock absorbers. And here are our shock absorbers right here. Whoa, let me scoop the camera a little bit there. And so here are the shock absorbers. So let's just pull these out of the bag. Looks like they come in 2 packs. So obviously we're going to need 6. And they are, I'm going to need my knife. So 1, 2, and 3. There we go. So we need to open the shock absorbers before filling. So we need to open the shock absorbers. Oh, they're greasy. Oh my God, they're greasy. Oh, they're already filled with something, I think. I don't know. before filling with oil, unscrew the red ring and remove the internal spring. This project does not require it. I assembled the shocks upside down, but the orientation is up to you. This setup increases the shock wear because the dirt can accumulate on the top of the pipe. Well, I'll do what he suggests. But these are greasy. Okay, so we have to take, unless the springs are already out and they're already filled with oil. And LDO might have done that with the kit. There is no springs. There are no springs. So I think, and they're sealed already. I think these are all ready to go as they are. Because these look a little different than the ones in the picture. So I'm pretty sure these are all ready to go. They definitely have some oil in them, but it came with oil. So that's where I'm not sure. Are they all the same length? Yes, they are all the same length. Yeah, they are all the same length. Let's do that. But I just want to confirm that. Okay, let's open the other end and see what we got here. Just want to make sure. Oh no, there is a spring in them. Okay, so they want the spring removed. And then I assume fill with oil. Before filling with oil, unscrew the red ring and remove the internal spring. It doesn't say when. Let's just make sure. No, there's no oil or anything in them now. Okay. I just want to see what it talks about. See, and there's nowhere where it says fill with oil, but it says before filling with oil. So I guess I am to assume that we have to fill these with oil. Okay. Just packing oil. Okay. Okay, so this has got to be the oil we're using, because this is definitely oil. Okie doke. And let's just see, so if I do this, now fill it with oil. So I guess the oil is going to be, instead of the spring, the oil will be thick enough. I don't know anything about this. Remove the internal spring. Okay, let's just see what we do here. Okay, that's full of oil. There's plenty of oil for all 6 of them. Put this back in. Okay, the oil did runneth over, which is fine. Okay, we'll just clean that up, and the oil should cause it. Oh, there we go. So the oil is enough to give it enough shock, I guess, absorption or whatever. But I just want to make sure that it did fill. And yeah, we are full. Definitely full. Let's top it off after we pumped it a bit. Oh, you know what I forgot? There's another episode of Silo out that I haven't seen. I gotta watch it. Yeah, okay, we're definitely full because the oil runneth over when I tighten that back on. Okay, so that's got oil, so I may as well do this to all 6. And then I have some fun little springs to play around with after. Fun. Okay, I may as well just do these all. They all have a lot of packing oil on them. There's a YouTube link in the manual that shows how to do it. Oh, is there? Let's have a look at that. Let's have a look at that. Oh man, first it's grease and now it's oil. Let's have a look at the manual, at the link. Let's see where I am here. Let's find that spot. And we're zipping up here. Here we are. Oh, I don't see the link. Huh. I don't see it. Oh, that's because this is the manual that I copied. Okay, hang on 1 second. Just let me look for something here for 1 second. You're hoarding the episodes. I wish I could do that. Oh man, I hate waiting a week, but I do it to myself. MOG, let me see the official manual. I just want to see if I can find that link. Oh no, that's not the one. That's not the one I'm looking for. Where's the manual? Well, I don't have the, I only have the manual that I copied and made it 2 pages up. Let me look for that for a sec. I'd like to see it. I want to make sure I'm doing this right at this stage. Just want to make sure I'm doing it right. Give me 1 second. I didn't realize there was a link. What is the problem? There's no problem. I think I'm doing it right. Let me check out one thing. There we go. Okay, and there we go. Okay. Here we go. Now I'm going to find, I just want to see if there's that link. I just want to make sure I'm doing it right. Oh, wow. I'm just going to scroll down here a little bit. Bear with me 1 second. I'll be there, just about there. There we are. And there's the link. Why is the link not working? Oh, come on. Okay, here we are. Let's have a look. That's not the same kind of shock that I've got with this one. And he's filling it full, right up to the top. Yeah. Okay, I see what they're doing. Letting it sit. Okay, and then they're going to top it off. Oh no. Okay. Okay. Okay, we don't have to watch any more of that because where is my, there we are. Okay, because that's pretty much what I did, except I just didn't let it sit. So let's just do that. Oh, hang on a second here. Just joined. Oh, okay. $403. Yeah, okay. I've got that. We got that. Good. We're good. Okay. Oh, let's get this opened. Here, let's switch to this again. We're going to open this up, pop the spring out, and we're going to. Yeah, there's no old oil in it to pour out, really. There's a little bit, but I don't think I need to worry about wiping it because it is just shock oil that's in there. Okay. We'll fill it. Okay, and so he ran that up. All the way down. Okay, and we'll let it sit. We'll just sort of let it lean it up. I don't have a nice little leany thing like he had though. Well, I think I'm okay just to put it back together. There's no, I think just the art of doing that and pulling it back is to assure there's no air bubbles in it. And if we put that back together, get a bit of spillage. Okay. And then we have, oh yeah, that's that one's even tighter than this one. So let's go ahead and redo this one a little bit. Let's just do this one the right way so they're both, yeah, this one seems to have not as much oil in it. There we go. Yeah, I think that little up and down motion was to pull all the air bubbles out. There we go. That makes sense. Okay. Okay. And my runneth over. Oh yeah, that's more like it. That's more like the other one. Okay. Okay, let's continue that with the other ones. Get these all done. We'll do the draw. As soon as I finish doing all these shocks, we're going to do the Polymaker draw. So the link is pinned in the bottom of chat. Go ahead and enter to win some Polymaker filament. If you haven't entered already, we're going to do the draw. We're going to give away 2 spools of filament tonight. Okay. So enter if you haven't already. This is your final warning. As soon as I get these other 4 shafts done, these other 4 shocks done, we'll do the draw and then we'll put the shocks in. Thank you, Polymaker, for allowing me to give away filament each and every one of my live streams. We are doing a spare draw tonight to make up for the fact that I had to cut last week's stream short. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that's better. There we go. Okay. Yuck. Push the plunger all the way up before screwing the cover on. Really? Okay. Is that what he did? Let's just see. Okay, so we'll push the plunger all the way up. We've got a lot more leakage, Let's see what the difference is here. Then we have no shock at all, like we have nothing. Yeah, whereas this one, you've got some really good shock resistance there. Yeah, and then this one, nothing. I don't know. That is how he did it in the video, but this didn't. Let me look at that once more, how the shock was supposed to react. Let's see how the shock was supposed to react. No, that's not what I want. Let's just make sure, real quick. Better safe than sorry. Okay, there's the video. So in the video, he takes the spring off. Sure, let's just do this. He takes the spring off, he opens the opposite end, he had a lot of oil to drain out, which is fine. He fills it with oil. That's a short shock too, that one. He pushes it up, then he pulls it down. Then he pushes it up, and he pulls it down. He lets it sit. And he pushes it up, puts the cap on, but then he gets, See, I didn't have that, well, I don't know. Because maybe that's right, maybe that's, then he puts it all back together. Okay, let's just pause that. Let's close that. We've watched it a couple times. Okay, well, let's go back to here. Let's see, there's those brand that's in the video. Yeah, I don't know what weight this oil doesn't say anything. It just says 500 CST Falcon. It doesn't have any oil weight or anything on it. So, but all I know is that when he showed it, he pulled the shock down, it pulled up a bit, he pushed it up, it came down. These are just doing nothing. Like there's no resistance or shock absorption there at all, sitting as it is. So let's just see what's going on here. So if I pull this back down, we had a lot of oil leak out. So this back full, I want to make sure we do this right. Okay. And we plunge it up. It's almost overflowing. And we pull it back down. We plunge it up. We pull it back down. He let him sit for a few moments. Who knows what a few moments is. If I had a place I could sit this without it tipping. Let's just see, and then I'll do another one. Yeah, let's just let that sit. Let that sit right there for a minute. I'll open another one. We'll get this one going too. Okay. These are slippery. Okay, we'll fill this. Okay. That definitely leaked when I pulled the plunger up. Okay. Let's switch with this one. Okay. So then he pushed it up and then capped it. But you're going to lose a lot of oil doing that. So I don't know. Okay, well, but he pushed it up and capped it. So it's going to be a lot of oil loss on this, but let's just see. Capped it. A lot of oil loss. Okay, so there's that one that's capped. Now if I pull it down, push it up, well maybe that but it just seems that there's no, maybe that's right. Okay, it comes down a little bit when I let go. When I pull it down, it comes up a little bit. Maybe that's right. I don't know. Perhaps not all the way up. Yeah, because he had a very short one, didn't he? Here, let's just do that. Let's try not all the way up, because that lost a lot of oil. Okay, so we'll pull that down. Pop that one off again. Let's get the air out. Okay, we'll swap with this one that's been sitting. Let's maybe push it halfway up. Maybe halfway up. Put this back on. And we still lose some oil till it's tightened. Okay. Get the excess oil. Now we pull down, push up. See, it doesn't go up all the way, right? Because yeah, I don't know how that's supposed to work. I could watch another maker's build and see how they did it. Then again, you have the ones that are just came the way, which is just your standard spring, which I wonder if that would just work with the standard spring in it. You also reuse the spring. Yeah, this one said the instructions on this say that they don't need the spring. These instructions say remove the internal spring. This project does not require it. Before filling with oil, unscrew the red. I don't know. I'm just so, I don't know. Put the springs back in after oiling, it works better. I would think it would work better, and I just wouldn't need so much oil. Okay, let's see. So the Ranch Kid read somewhere, yeah, and that and that makes more sense. Nick didn't push. Did you put the springs back in, Nick? Did you put the springs back in? Let me just dump some of this oil out of here. Now it's singing to me. Now if I put the spring back in, see, to me with the spring it works more like a shock absorber than without the spring. I don't get it. Okay, what's Rick Hunter, look at Trax's GTR shocks and how to fill. Yeah, I want to make sure this is done right. Anyways, we got to do a draw here soon. And we're coming close to the end of the stream too. But yeah, I want to do this right the first time. So still got lots of oil. Let's just, I'm just going to wipe my hands clean of this for now, and we're going to do a draw. And then I'll look at that video. Most crawler shocks are only there to locate the axle and keep the springs from falling out. They rely on the springs to do the job of a shock in the one-to-one world. Try just enough oil to keep them wet. Okay. The ride would be rough. Shock absorbers dampen those springy bumps. Okay, I'm gonna just look at this. TRAXXAS GTR. Give me 1 second and then we're gonna do the draw. Okay, we're gonna watch that video when I'm done the draw. Looks interesting. Okay, thanks for that link there, Rick Hunter. We're gonna look at that video once I'm done the draw. If you haven't entered the draw, I'm gonna go close the draw really slowly. It's pinned to the bottom of the chat. You have until I go close the draw to enter the draw. So I will slowly go close the draw. Here we go. I am slowly working my way to the draw. Where did I put it? There it is. 32 entries? No, it's got to be more than that. 46 entries. That is good. I am going to go and close the draw in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw closed. Okay, perfect. Okay, we're going to get the names. Save. Let's go ahead and get the responses. Download the CSV sheets. Lower this. I'll be right back, and I'm just going to go get the names. But in the meantime, while I go get the names, why don't you listen to the new jingle? How about that?
Time for the Polymaker giveaway. Good luck to everyone. For the Polymaker giveaway. Good luck to everyone. For the Polymaker giveaway. Good luck to everyone.
Well, there you go. Time for the Polymaker giveaway, and good luck to everyone. Okay, here we go. Whoops, wrong window. Okay, we're at the Polymaker wheel. We have Yukajuf and Fugahaja on the wheel, but we're going to change that. Same record label, new song, yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and do the regular giveaway procedure. We have our giveaway dice. We're going to roll the dice. The largest number is how long we spin the wheel. The lowest number has how many times we mix the wheel. So let's go ahead and roll those dice first. The first number is 19, and the second number. Okay, we're going to mix the wheel 14 times and spin it for 19 seconds. Back to the Polymaker giveaway. You're going to hear the song, but I'll cut it off. I'll try to.
Time for the Polymaker giveaway.
There we go. We're on the Polymaker. What happened to the my picture down in the corner? Did my picture go away? I don't know what happened. Anyways, we're going to just continue on like we are here, okay? Even though my picture might have not shown up there. Who knows, right? So, okay, so we're going to go to the wheel. There we go. Let's delete the yucky duck names. We're going to set the timer for 19 seconds for the spin duration. There we go. And we're going to paste the names in and shuffle them 14 times, and we're going to draw for 2 winners. Names are in 14 times for the shuffle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and one more 14. Good luck, everybody, on the first draw. Here we go. 2. And the first winner tonight. The first winner, and you have to be in chat. You have to say something in chat. First winner of the Polymaker giveaway is Zetapel, are you in chat? Congratulations, Zetapel. Are you in chat? You have to say something. Weighted dice. There you go. Zetapat, say something in chat if you are here. Hey, you won something. You're in chat. Hey, congratulations, Zetapal. Zetapal? Yeah, okay, I said Zetapal. I said Zetapat. Anyway, Zetapal, congratulations. We're going to do the next draw. Let's do the next draw. So let me go back to the giveaway screen. And we're going to go back here. We're going to remove the winner, and we're going to spin again. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. Second winner of tonight's Polymaker draw. Dum, da, da, dum, 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 dum. That's just killing me. Let's see. AKA Steve Alpha, aka Steve Alpha. Are you in chat, Steve Alpha? Congratulations, aka Steve Alpha. Say something, aka Steve Alpha. There we go. I've written you both down for a reason. Steve Alpha, say something in chat. Well, you can say something or you can say anything. You can say here. Yeah, Steve Alpha is here. Congratulations. Awesome, guys. Congratulations on your wins. There we go. Whoa. Go back to this screen here. There we are. So Steve Alpha and Zetapal, I have not yet received, I'm just double checking right now, make sure that I'm not lying. Boom, boom, boom. No, I have not yet received the codes from Polymaker that I put in for. So what's going to happen is I'm going to request these codes again in the morning, and I will email you both with your winner codes tomorrow. I apologize for the delay on that, but sometimes this happens where you put in for the codes, there's an issue with their system, we don't get the codes in the time frame that we'd like to. But I have your names written down, I have your emails from the draw, and I will get a hold of you guys tomorrow with the codes for your wins. So thank you for your patience. I really do appreciate that. There we go. Okay. You both are so welcome. Okay, so let's get back to that video that was suggested. Now that video I was looking at, and it says this video is how to change the oil on your Traxxas GTR shocks, which shock weight is good for you. So I'm just going to watch this real quick and see what he says. Well, this guy here, I'll show you the video here. I don't think I'll get demonetized for this, but let's just go to the part. Here we go. So let's get to the, okay. Okay, fair enough. Okay, we'll zip ahead a little. Okay, so dump the old oil out. Fill it with oil. An hour. Okay. Yeah, okay. So basically he left the springs on. Okay, it's all in the weight. So it looks like it's all in the weight of the oil and what you need and the result you're looking for. So yeah. There's a link to the Digital Dragon doing the shock oil on the MOG kit. Oh, okay. Well, let's have a look at that. Let me find that link there. Let's have a look at that. Where did my YouTube window go? Can I cut and paste that from here? No, I can't. Eve Mux won't let me do that. Okay, so let's have a look here. 13.5 minutes in. These have preload springs totally different. Okay, I just have to get that link. I want to look at that. Oh, come on. I want to look at that for sure. Oh, come on. My friggin' PC. That's not what I typed. There we are. Okay. Okay, let's see here. I just want to find that link, and I can't get that link. There we go. Let's watch this. Okay. And you said it's about 13 and a half minutes in. So let's look at that. 13 and a half, 10 and a half, 11, 12:53. Okay, let's take a look at this. Pause that for a minute. Let me mute this music. Okay. Let them rest. Yeah, I'm going to have to do something. Okay, let's have a look at this. Here we are. Let's watch this. Okay, so you took the spring out. Yeah, there was really nothing in there to dump out worth, yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. So we dump it in case it's not the same weight oil. And I like the little rack you built there. That's cool. Okay, I'm just gonna skip ahead a little bit here. Okay. Okay. Let's just zoom ahead a little bit here. Then he's topping it off. You're gonna get some leakage. Yes. So he's left them fully extended when he's putting the cap back on. I just want to see how his shock responds when he does that. So he's wiping off the excess. Let's just back up a second here. Yeah, but he looked like he was able to compress it all the way up after he wiped it off. If you watch, it looks like he's able to compress that shock right up in, and I couldn't do that. Maybe I put too much oil in it. Not all the way, right about there. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, well, I think what I'll do is I'll just do a bit more investigating into that. Best to start at 16 minutes. Yeah, I see what you're saying. No internal spring. It's meant to slowing compress and slowly extend. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna need to get a little rack there or something to oh man, there's oil everywhere here. Because the ones I did similar to that, which are these ones, I could not compress all the way back in, and maybe I have too much oil in them. Yeah, they don't want to compress all the way in at all. Yeah, no matter how hard I push. So I may have too much oil in them. So I think I just have to not quite, because I ended up wiping out way too much excess oil off of them. So we'll work on these, and then we'll continue on from this next week. But we got a lot done today. We got everything done on the frame and the shocks, and on the springs, and we just got to work on this. That's all there is to it. Or I have air trapped in it, one of the two. Yeah. If you leave the spring in, it's going to have less travel than the guy in the video who took them out. Yes, of course. Yeah. It's not meant to wrap. Yeah. The instructions do say leave the springs out. So I'm gonna play with it. I'll play with it a little bit this week, and I'll see where we'll go from there. I've got lots of oil to play with, so I'm not overly worried about that. Well, not lots, but I have enough to fill these probably 2 or 3 times each. So we'll see how that goes. But anyways, that's going to be it. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Congratulations again to Zetapel and Steve Alpha for your wins. Again, I'll be getting a hold of you tomorrow. Hopefully, if I get those codes, I'll get them codes out to you tomorrow. You know, but they are coming. Don't worry. I do know you guys won, and you will get your codes. So for dampening only, you only use the springs as installed already. Exactly, just for dampening shocks. Perfect. Well, thank you so much, guys. You guys have a great week. Thank you so much for anybody who is a new subscriber, and welcome if you're new here. And we'll see you guys all next week, and we'll continue this exciting build. I'm getting excited now that it's starting to look like something. I can't wait to get the wheels on. So anyways, talk to you guys later. Have a great week, and good night for now. Bye for now. Whoops, I hit the wrong button.